Hello, I'm Jane Gregory, and I'm a teacher of the Alexander Technique. Welcome to this Alexander Technique guided semi-supine session, where we will be exploring breathing. Make yourself comfortable on a carpeted floor or a yoga mat with 2 to 3 inches of books under your head, your knees bent, and your hands resting on your lower ribs. Now gently bring your bent knees towards you and give your folded legs a very gentle hug. This will ensure your back is fully extended as you put your bent legs back in position, with your knees pointing to the ceiling and the soles of your feet flat on the floor. Now take a few moments to settle into this resting position. Although breathing is very robust, it can be affected by muscle tension in almost any part of the body, so we will take a few moments first to allow the body to let go. Start by acknowledging the support of the floor and how, by giving in to gravity, we can allow all of the muscles to fully rest. You can allow gravity to support you on any surface, sitting or standing, but when lying on the floor, more of your body is making a contact, and this provides an excellent opportunity to explore breathing. So ask your head to rest on the books. This will allow the muscles at the back and sides of the neck to let go. Let the release continue all along the tops of the shoulders and under your upper back. Feel your shoulder blades, your ribs, your lower back, and your pelvis all release to the ground underneath you. Remind yourself that your pelvis belongs with what is above it. It is easy to become waist-oriented and assume your pelvis belongs with your legs, but it doesn't. Your pelvis is part of your spine. Now let go of your feet and ankles, allowing your feet to soften and spread out onto the floor. Notice your breathing. Don't try and change anything. Just observe it flowing in and out. Now, at the end of each in-breath and out-breath, pause. This doesn't mean you are holding your breath. You are just allowing each breath to finish and then turn around in the opposite direction. By pausing, you give your body time to change from in-breath to out-breath, or from out-breath to in-breath, without interference. Notice whether you are pulling air in or pushing air out. Neither are necessary. At first, it may feel a little uncomfortable giving up control, as if you should be doing something for it to come in and out, but just relax and wait to see if it will improve by itself after a few breaths. It can really help to understand a little bit about how breathing happens in order to give up the idea that you need to control it or help it along. There is atmospheric pressure all around us as well as inside our lungs. When we breathe out and some of the air leaves the lungs, just by leaving things alone, the air will rush back into the vacuum created by the out-breath, And when this air rushes back in, things have to move to make space for this new air. The ribs expand, the diaphragm goes down, helping the lungs to expand and take in this new air. Even your organs and intestines play a role. As the air comes in, they need to shift gently out of the way to make room for the descending diaphragm. The diaphragm even gets a little nudge back up on the out-breath from the organs returning into position. So holding your tummy muscles or just being tense will interfere with this natural process. Another interesting body fact is that your ribs move a small amount with every breath and help the lungs inside to expand and contract. There are 24 ribs, 12 on the left and 12 on the right, and every one of these ribs has a joint attachment at a vertebrae. In case you're not sure what a vertebrae is, they make up your bony spinal column. That means there are 24 moving joints, one for every rib. Each rib goes from the side of a vertebrae down and then arcing back up and around to the front of the body, moving with every breath we take. It isn't a large movement because right now you are not moving around, so you don't need a lot of oxygen. But you can just allow any movement that wants to happen at the back, sides, and front of the body to do so, with no interference from you. When the breath comes in, the body expands in all directions, and then the breath goes out, everything returns to where it started. The ribs can make small movements down to the floor, out to the sides, and up to the ceiling. It's similar to blowing up a balloon. The balloon takes up more space when there is more air inside, and less when you let the air out. So let's recap on the main points about breathing, pausing each time to give you a few moments to observe your breathing without interference with the process. Try to notice if you are pulling air in or pushing air out. This can be very subtle, so take some time to notice whether you are interfering in this way. See if you can wait after each breath for the air to turn around and change direction. The simple act of allowing a pause after each event can make dramatic improvements to your natural breathing. Remember, breathing is just expansion and return, expansion and return. You don't really need to do anything. So, breathing is a whole body event, from your nose and throat, down through the ribs, the lungs, the diaphragm, and the organs and intestines underneath the diaphragm, which cooperate with the upwards and downwards movement. Now we will take a few minutes to simply enjoy letting go, allowing your amazing brain and body to coordinate your breathing effortlessly and without any help from you. I hope you have enjoyed this exploration of breathing. Semi Supine has many benefits, one of which is improving your breathing. And by lying down regularly, these improvements have a better chance of becoming permanent.